What is up, everybody? Jacob Bartley here from Apocalypse Movies, and I'm here to talk about the first two episodes of The Rings of Power, the new Lord of the Rings show on Amazon Prime Video. And this is a unique experience that I'm going to be talking about because me, Brian, if you know Dom from the YouTube channel, has been on Apocalypse Now lately, and a few other of us went and saw the first two episodes of Rings of Power in the movie theaters. So Cinemark was doing a special screening, and we were able to go to that. And I was so stoked because if you've been watching our channel for a long time, while I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings expert, I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan. And I wanted to, as soon as I saw this was an option, I wanted to watch this in theaters because it's just, I had a feeling it was going to be a much more special experience. And as far as that goes, the theatrical experience watching this was amazing. It looks incredible. We could tell from the trailers, but you never know until you actually sit down in the theaters and are able to watch it on the big screen how great it looks, and it looks amazing. There's like one or two shots among the full 2 hours that we watched that, oh, like, okay, maybe that's a TV thing getting translated to a theater image, but for the most part, it looked fantastic visually, like absolutely fantastic. And I could not be more impressed with just what they were able to do. If you told me, hey, you just dropped me in the theater and said, this visually, this is a new Lord of the Rings movie, I'd believe it. And I say visually because, like, obviously it has a TV show set up. There's a lot of things introduced that we don't know exactly where they're going. No stories were wrapped up, nothing like that. So as far as narratively, it feels like a television show, and it's a television show, so it should. But visually, it looks very, very cinematic. Now, as far as narratively, I really like so far where they're going. I it's hard to say. I can't say, "Oh my god, this is so amazing." I'm blown away. It's great. Like I can't say that yet story-wise. I like what's going on. It feels very well, the most important thing to me going into this is are we going to feel like we're in Middle Earth again? Like we're back in this world. And 100% it feels like that. Honestly, more so than the Hobbit trilogy. I I like the Hobbit trilogy. It's decent. I love the first one, but they don't even come close to the Lord of the Rings movies. And to me, this was somewhere in between the quality of the Lord of the Rings movies and the Hobbit trilogy so far. We'll see where things go. It's Galadriel's kind of the main focus in this, as we see from the trailers, but it really does. It has a wide scope. It. I'm not saying it's like Game of Thronesy, where it's like they're following like 20 different factions and you have to know all these different characters. It's not. It's not like that, but there are like four or five key characters surrounded by other supporting characters that we're following, and it to me it seems straightforward, to the point, like other than mysteries that we're not supposed to know yet. It's very easy to comprehend, and just, okay, this is what's going on, this is who that is, etc. They explain the locations, maps, all that. So it was very helpful in presenting that. I will say, like I said before, I'm no historian on Lord of the Rings mythology. I know quite a bit, but I feel like even at times for me, it felt like things they were showing, like only diehard experts would know what that means. And that's okay because, comic book movies do that too. And yet the casual audience can still enjoy it. So I think there are some deep Tolkien Easter eggs in this thing that probably will lead to relevant stuff in the show. But I also think that like it's okay if you don't know what those things are yet. Because honestly, there's things that I don't know. Like who's that character? Probably somebody I should know, but I don't know. I'll find out later. And there's going to be a lot of that in these first two episodes. But I think just like any show, as if we were watching this as an original show, we just got to be patient and give it time. And if you like what you've seen in first couple episodes, then you're going to probably enjoy it going forward. Yeah, and other than that, I mean, had some really good action scenes. Not that many, but the action scenes that we did get were very well done. There's some scenes in the water with a monster, and I hate being stuck in the middle of the ocean, so those were kind of terrifying to me. As far as characters go, I really like Galadriel. Uh, she did a great job. Morfydd Clark, she's doing very well so far. I really like. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I think it's Arondin. He's the elf that he's like the warrior elf that's was like guarding this wall. He's really cool so far. But my favorite, probably my favorite part of these first two episodes, and my favorite characters are the elf Elrond, and I can't remember. It's the Prince Dwarf. I don't know his name. It might be Durin, but anyways, the Prince Dwarf and Elrond. So they're obviously they're an elf and a dwarf, and they have a history, they have a friendship, and that plays into the story that's going on. And obviously, we know elves and dwarfs don't necessarily get along from our experience with the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit stuff. So I loved their interaction, their story, their background, their their camaraderie, their back and forth. All of those scenes, once once they interact, are great. And those are my two, like them individually, I don't love as much, but them together, I loved it, and I hope that we get to see them together more. Yeah, so overall, these first two episodes did not blow me away story wise. They blew me away visually. It looks incredible. So yeah, so look forward to that. I mean, I wish you were able to see these first two episodes in theaters as well. It's a way to do it. And I'm sad that I'm going to have to watch the rest on TV, but that's okay. I'm going to make a night out of it every week and enjoy it. And look out for Keith and I and some other members from Apocalypse, maybe some guests every now and then. We will be doing a weekly review show for the Rings of Power. So keep an eye out for that. And those will be spoiler. This review is spoiler free, but those will be full spoiler live discussions. So keep an eye out for that. Again, I'm Jacob Bartley for Apocalypse Movies. Thanks for watching this review. See you guys next time.